I hit him pretty solid. I'm going to give him another one. He's slowing down. Feel clear. Okay, I ended up, where's he at? Right down there. Okay, he's sick. I hit him right behind the shoulders, right in the lungs. He's a good bull. He's gonna lay down right there. He's gonna lay down. I really have no shot. He's directly rear end onto me. I've really got nothing there, so unless he turns. If he turns, I'll give him another one. I'm gonna try to put another one in his neck. Turn, dang it. Turn. Turn. There you go. Oh, shoot. Here we go. That did it. That did it. I put one right in his neck. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, well, boy, that was fast and furious, huh? That was fast and furious. Doggone it! I wish I could have got that all on film, but it just happened so quick. Just happened so quick. Oh man. Well, let's go see what we got. Okay, so I went back to the truck real quick and jury rigged my tripod that you're, hold on. Jury rigged my tripod that you're seeing me on right now, and we're headed up here to see this bull. Man, I'll tell you what, that was just fast and furious all of a sudden. I'll tell you, it just happened. But here we are. We're out here doing it. I needed to get a bull killed, or an elk killed for that matter. Just happened to be a good bull in this herd. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger. All right, so the sun is directly in my eyes. It's burning out my retinas, but I'm gonna go ahead and carry on here anyway. I'll tell you, even right now, it's been 15 minutes since I shot this bull, and I'm still I'm amped. Gosh, I love this. I love it so much. So, you know, I'm excited about this bull. Even when I pulled the trigger, I was jazzed. Not quite as excited as I was with Mason's, but that was a special set of circumstances there. Man, that was his very first elk. It was with a bow. There was so much going on. Since then, people have maybe questioned the how genuine I was about that reaction, and I'm going to tell you, that was my reaction. I was so excited. Yeah, you're supposed to be quiet, and yeah, we could have been quiet and snuck in and got another bull that day, but that wasn't what I was doing there that day. That wasn't my plan. My plan was to get a Mason and elk with his bow. We got it done. It didn't matter whatever else happened. Yeah, I might have hurt our chances or my chances for later on with a bow, but didn't matter. I knew something like this would come along. I knew I'd be able to get one with a rifle, even if it was the 11th hour, the last day. So I wasn't worried about that. But yeah, I'm going to tell you this: that was as genuine as it comes. Some of my buddies who have hunted with me, they know how jacked I get when they shoot animals, because it's a lot of hard work, a lot of effort that goes into this. But enough about Masons. We've watched that. I know I've personally watched it about 300 times. I'm responsible for about a third of the views. So, but anyway, So this morning I was where I wanted to be. I was back up in there in that cut where I planned on being. I was starting over. I didn't know where these elk would be. There's been 2 full weeks of people out here chasing them around. I didn't know what was going to happen. So I just started over. Went up in there looking for them, couldn't find them. So I'm coming out. I'm going to travel to a different spot. So I'm coming back to the pickup, get back to the pickup, and start the pickup up and drive over one knob, and there they are. They're out here in the flats again. So I backed the truck back up and didn't know. I saw them start to run. Didn't know where they were going to go. So I grabbed the rifle and the camera. That's all I grabbed. And so headed over, trying to head them off in the direction they were. So I came over about 2 of these little hills, and there they were in a herd. So, and the rest, hopefully, it's grainy, it's poor quality, but hopefully you get the gist. He was standing in a herd of about 60, I'm guessing, and about another 40 came in and joined him. So I mean, there's 100 head of elk there, easy. Excuse me. So and so they were all just jumbled. He was bugling. I don't know if you heard. There was one time on the camera, I think, where it captured it. Again, might have been the wind. I didn't even have my little puffball thing on there, and I'll show you that here shortly. I had built this little thing for to try to filter out the wind, and I can see the wind right now is blowing the little fibers on it. So hopefully it's working. I hope you guys can hear me. If not, I don't know what to do. But anyway, so I just had to let them kind of sort themselves out. It was 120, 130 yards. He was close. I watched him mill around. Now there was a cool bull with a big club, a big drop club on one side. I had never seen that bull before, but here it is, rifle season. He showed up. So, but yeah, I'm excited about this bull. He's again, he is not the biggest bull on the mountain by any means. He's a average 6-point bull elk, but I'm tickled to death with him. I've got so much stuff that I've been putting off because of hunting season, and now I got to keep going. I've got one more hunting thing to do, and that's take a young man named Michael. I got to get him out. I got to try to get him a deer. He's never hunted deer before. He helped us butcher chickens, and so I promised him when we were butchering chickens that I'd help him try to get a mule deer. So I'm gonna focus on that now. Mandy and I, we've got some other things because I don't have a job. I've got some other things that we're trying to do to generate income, which we've done up to now, and me not having to have a job. But I'll tell you what, we've got some other things that we've got going that we need that I need to start on. I've been putting them off. I've been putting them on hold so that we can get going. But so now is the time. I've got the bull now. Now he's going to go in the freezer. Mason's will be in the freezer. We'll have plenty of protein in the freezer, so we should be good. So anyway, so what we're going to do now is get this bull taken care of, and we'll get out of here. All right, so this is the little deal I'm talking about, and what I have here is, hopefully it's off now, so I imagine you'll hear the wind. But what this is just a little directional mic with I think that's called a 5mm jack, I think is what that is, and you can point this whatever direction you want. And what I had to do is I had to extend this plug-in out. This was right up flush against the housing here, and with my phone cover on, it wouldn't go all the way in. So I pulled this out, and then I JB welded it, and it's solid. So, and then also I hear about these things called dead cats, and they use them. The professionals use them. And so what I did is I just sewed it, put it like this, and then that protects against all the would-be wind noise. So I just I want to share that with you because I'm awful proud of that. Hopefully it makes this video turn out a little bit better, and you don't hear all that whipping wind like you did on Donnie's deer. I really didn't like how that turned out, but there was nothing I could do about it. So you know, there's a couple things I almost forgot. I forgot that a few videos back, quite a few videos back now, our friend Crazy Mountain 777, former Montana guy, I've since come to find out that and I say Montana guy, I'm assuming your gender. I know it's not politically correct to assume that in 2017, but I'm a country boy. So if your name is Crazy Mountain 777, you're automatically a dude. No. So Crazy Mountain 777. You know what? I know it is a dude. I know it is because I'm thinking back. I'm going through the wheelhouse here. So check this out. I know it is because Crazy Mountain 777 said that one day when I was cooking breakfast in mule deer camp, that that he wished that he had some of that kind of food over there in China, where he is sounds like doing missionary work and smuggling Bibles. I'll tell you what, this stuff that I'm doing, this is nothing compared to doing God's work in a communist country like that where they control everything, and you're smuggling Bibles. That's amazing. That's awesome stuff. So Crazy Mountain 777, and he said him and his wife do it. So that's how I know Crazy Mountain is a he. So anyway, thank you for the comments. I'm glad you're watching this. I hope this doesn't make you too homesick. But again, I'm just a Wyoming boy who loves doing this stuff, and I came upon the availability to share it with people, and so I'm doing it. Also, Crazy Mountain, you asked about my ring, and the comment was, "Is that a Super Bowl ring?" No, I've never been athletic a day in my life. As a matter of fact, I've always done this. When my buddies, my schoolmates were playing football, I was out here doing exactly what I'm doing right now, and I didn't care for any activities. But I am proud as heck of this because it ties in. I'm going to give you a close-up of it right here. Okay, so what that is if you can see it right there, that is an elk. That is an elk ivory. Okay, that's an elk ivory ring. It was made in Casper, Wyoming, by a company at the time called Michael's Fine Jewelry. Then they were called the Diamond Tree, but Mike Trimmer was the guy who designed that. There are 2 of those rings in existence. I have one, and my big brother Rick has one. Now the ivory itself, that's what's there's 2 special parts of this. The ivory itself is out of the first bull that our dad ever killed in 1968. 1968, he killed his very first bull elk, and it was, I like I said, I don't want to give this all up, but his bull elk was right, like literally right here. I can see where he killed his bull elk from here, in 1968. So there's 2 ivories to an elk. One went in my ring, one went in my big brother's ring, and then my mom and dad, and they took their wedding bands in. My dad was an oil field guy, never wore a wedding band for fear they'd tear his finger off and all the other bad stuff you hear, so he didn't. But my mom, she had a wedding band, and then she got a real nice wedding set, and so so she retired her wedding band. So those wedding bands just sat around in a jewelry box for years and years and years. And in 1997, my folks took those wedding bands down and these 2 ivories down, and they had 2 rings made, one for me, one for my brother. Again, some of my dear friends will know. They know that story. They've heard it a million times. But so it's a very special ring. I wear it every day. My biggest fear is one day the setting's going to get loose and I'm going to lose that ivory. So it could happen that I have to retire this ring. But it's getting worn. I've worn it every single day of my life since December of 1997. They gave them to us for Christmas. So Crazy Mountain, that's what the deal is with the ring. Again, I cannot tell you how much all this stuff pales in comparison to what you're doing. I love that you're out there spreading the gospel. So good for you. God bless you, and just you keep on keeping on, man. You're a soldier. So good luck to you, and God bless. Another one is Robbie Gonzalez. I've taken to calling him a few different things here lately because while I was out at deer camp, I got a lengthy message from him, private message from Robbie, saying that he just loves watching my videos. He'll drop whatever he's doing. He thinks it's great, and hopefully one day he gets to be a part of it. I hope so too, Robbie. You know, there's no money in these videos. It doesn't pay me a thing to do them. I just do them because I love doing them and I love sharing this stuff. Now, that is all subject to change. I've got some things in the works that hopefully will start generating revenue from you guys watching this stuff. Now it takes some participation, so stay with me on that, because I'm going to be asking for some participation. Example, you guys are going to be asked to maybe share my videos a little more often. I love that you're pushing the like button. I love that you're pushing the subscribe button. But I'm going to need a little help from my audience. It's a small audience, but I'm going to need a little help from my audience to get my videos out there so that I can hopefully generate some revenue and keep doing these videos. So I've happened onto a few mentors in the digital world who are doing that, and I think there's a possibility for me there, because I am producing some pretty unique content. So all that aside, Robbie Gonzalez, thank you so much. Thank you very much. I appreciate the kind comments. That means the world to me that somebody's watching and they give a darn about these videos. So I've taken to calling him Speedy number 2 or Speedy 2.0. That's my favorite. Speedy 2.0 is the thing. He's actually Uncle Speedy, my Uncle Speedy's grandson. Robbie is. So he's kind of fond of that nickname that Uncle Speedy's had forever. So I don't mind calling him Speedy 2.0. That works for me. I know I'm forgetting some people. Jerry Comer, thank you for all your comments. I love that you're following along all the way down there in North Carolina. Keith Nifong, Papa Smurf, thanks for following along. Hey, get a hold of me. If you want to come visit Wyoming, you want to come, even if you want to just come ride some ATVs up here, I'll take you out. We'll do it, buddy. So get in touch with me. You have my phone number. If you don't have my phone number, get a hold of Uncle Speedy or private message me. I'll get it to you. Deb Coffin. Deb, I love you so much. You're such an amazing woman. I love that you follow along. I dearly miss Junie. Anyway, so I miss... Sorry about that. So I really miss calling up Lefty. And hold on. Anyway, it used to be this time of year, I could call up old Lefty Miller and June would answer the phone, because Lefty would usually be out there in the golf cart cruising around the property, or he'd be out mowing or over in the orchard or whatever. But so I'd get to talk to her and give her my best. So I do miss your mom. Okay. All right, so that brings us to Lefty Miller. Lefty, man, I love that. I love that you follow along. I love that you comment. I'm so glad that you and I get to communicate this way. As a matter of fact, as soon as I shut down this video, I'm going to shoot you a text message with a picture of my bull, because on my way out, I was on my way out this morning into the field, and Lefty texted me and said good luck. So, again, everybody else, probably the biggest factor for me being able to do what I'm doing right now is Mandy. I love that girl so much. So those of you who have had a chance to meet her, you know what I mean when I say she is the most amazing woman in the world. She really is. She hustles her face off so that I can do stuff like this, and so that I can build this personal brand that I'm building. And she hustles her face off. So Mandy Harris, I love you so much. Thank you for all your support. Thanks for everything. And all of our kiddos, they're social media folks, so they're not afraid to push the share button. Dawson, I think he shares just about every one of my videos. I'm sure his college friends are getting just sick of it. Kelton and Katie, they push the like button, a little heart button on the Instagram post, and of course Mason's been a part of these videos. So love all those kiddos. And I love my mom too, my dear sweet mom, Mary Ann. She's good. She's been a huge help to me this hunting season, as well as Mandy's mom, Grandma Dana. She's been a huge help this year. She baked so much good stuff. I actually put on, this is the first year I've ever put on weight at hunting camp. I ate so well out there that because of all the Grandma Dana's bacon and whatnot. So that's it. I'm gonna go on. So I just wanted to give a few shout outs to those people. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I promise you I'll make it up in the next video. I'm going through my head here of all the people that I need to mention, but that's it. So here's my plan. I've got to get this elk dressed out. I don't know how the heck I'm gonna load this thing. Even if I can get the truck in here, not sure how I'm gonna load this sucker. He's gonna probably have to at least go in half. I'm gonna have to cut him in half. Probably, back in the ribs, back half, front half. But otherwise, I don't know. I might try to get the pickup in here and back down into a little ditch and drag him in. I don't know. I've only ever loaded two elk in my life. Two of them whole in the pickup. So wouldn't bother me to have to cut him in half. But man, it'd be cool if I could get another one. But so that's it. Happy with this bull. Happy with all of you. Happy with where my YouTube channel's going. Just keep liking. Keep sharing, and like I said, in the future, there will be ways for you folks to help me out with making these videos, and I'm looking forward to that. So, I'm gonna get this thing going. I gotta get him dressed out. I've been sitting here bloviating for minutes on end. So, Wyoming James checking out for right now. I'll probably be filming when I'm trying to load this sucker because it's bound to be a rodeo. So, Wyoming James checking out. Okay, so there is no way. I tried moving this bull. I moved him about 6 feet. So there's no way I'm going to be able to drag him all the way up to where the front tires are to get him towards that ditch. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to back the truck up. I'm going to hook onto him. I'm going to drag him forward towards the ditch. And then I'll try to figure out how the heck I'm going to get him in to the truck proper. So here we go. Got a handy dandy ATV tie down strap. Here we go. Well, I'll tell you what, that is pretty doggone close. I think I should be able to get that bad boy all the way up in there. Of course, I got to move some coolers. I was supposed to drop those off yesterday, and I didn't get them dropped off. So let's get this bad boy loaded. Okay, so we've got it mostly loaded. Well, all I'll have to do now is back up, get it on level ground, or even actually get it pointing downhill, and it'll slide right up in there. So that should do it. And I say we, with your help, I got this thing loaded. It was a bit of a chore and a bit of a process, but one friction tie down and 2 ratchet straps, we got her loaded whole. This is number 3 for me. You guys were here for it. Number 3 elk in my whole entire life that I've ever loaded whole. So let's get him loaded the rest of the way and let's head back to town. All right, so I'm on the phone with Lefty Miller, and I'm driving down the road. I mean, there's a highway behind me, right? I'm driving down the road, and I'm on the phone with Lefty. I called him because he was asking me more questions than I could text back to him, and he's like, you know, give me details, tell me the rifle, tell me everything. And so we're on the phone, and he says, great bull, wish I would have been there. There was some talk about maybe him coming out and going hunting with me. He didn't have any tags this year, but he wanted to come out west. So we're talking, and Lefty says, pretty good 5.5x5. And I'm like, no, he's a 6. And he's like, well, in the picture you sent me, all I can count is 5. I'm like, no, it's a 6-point bull, Lefty. I'm like, here, check this out. I'm like, right here, right? Here's how I've always judged elk, okay? You look for the royal or the sword point. That's 4. That's the number 4 point on the rack, okay? And then beyond that, you count. I don't know, I must have picked that up 100 years ago in Field and Stream or something, but it's not foolproof. I did not, until just now, count every one of these points on this bull, and look at this. This is ridiculous. So he's got his brow. There should be a bez tine here. There should be a bez tine right here, number 2. Here's number 3, the trez, the 4th, or royal, or sword, and then on back, right? So this is a 5-point bull. I can't believe I shot a 5x5. I was dead certain. As a matter of fact, in the video, if you back up when I'm walking up to it, I'm like, oh yeah, he's a 6-point bull. I didn't count individual tines on either side. I counted the 4th and then 2 more. Usually if they branch behind the 4th, they're a 6-point bull. This, he's missing his bez. There's no bez here. Oh my goodness. I feel, it happens, okay? It happens to the very best of us. I don't know about that, but it happened to me. So, Lefty, man, you are one perceptive dude. I'll tell you what, he picks up some stuff that I never would have thought. I mean, so I'm driving down the road, and I'm rubbernecking in the mirror. I'm like, that's got to be a 6-point bull. That's a 6-point bull. Don't argue with me, Lefty, you friggin' Easterner. I know way more about elk hunting. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. I better go look. I could not count 6-point. Oh my God, what a joker I am. So Lefty, yeah, you were right, buddy. That's a 5-point bull. Man, I had all these. I was already tallying it up. I'm like, man, how many 6-point bulls have I killed in my life? And I'm counting them out. And I was gonna make a great story of that, but didn't happen because it's only a 5x5. Turns out that's yet another 5x5 that I've killed. So there you have it. Thanks a lot, Lefty. Totally ruined my day. All right, no, you didn't. You made my day. It was good talking to you. But what a weird thing. I mean, that elk's been dead for 3 hours now, 4 hours. I thought it was a 6-point bull. Wow. All right. Well, I guess that's how that goes. So a little case of mistaken identity. So I'm gonna get this bull, my 5-point bull. I'm gonna get him into the meat processor. Our friends over at Pat's Meat Processing are gonna take care of that for me, and that's what we'll do. So doggone it, that's weird. That is the weirdest thing ever. I would have bet money that it was a 6-point bull. It's obviously not. So Lefty, I'm sorry. You were right. I was wrong. I should have had you along. If you'd have been along, you would have let me shoot that 5-point bull. I'd still be out there hunting for a big one. Anyway, so I guess it's a raghorn. That's all there is to it. So anyway, Wyoming James checking out with my big old giant ball dragger 5x5 bull elk.